Welcome back to DeFi Tactics. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do not make any financial decisions based on my word alone. Always do your own research. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and drop me a comment in the comment section below. With that said, today we're going to talk about Songbird, the price that it just launched at on Bitrue. We're going to talk about a little Ethereum transaction that just cost about $23 million and do a comparison with Songbird. And also we're going to talk about Flare Finance's ExFi and how we can use ExFi and Songbird in order to earn passive income. Let's get to it. So, as you can see right now, the Songbird price is currently sitting at about 32 cents. That's crazy for a testbed or canary network that just launched. It hit a peak right after it launched trading on Bitrue of about 90 cents. With that valuation, this network that just launched would be sitting at a $4.837 billion total market cap. That's if you consider the 15 billion tokens. Now, I know they say there's only about a 9.3 billion circulating supply. However, that 9.3 billion circulating supply also doesn't take into account the Songbird that is not being distributed by a certain number of exchanges. So even though there's not a lot of Songbird that is out there because there's a bunch of exchanges holding them back, and I think about 5 billion are reserved for the foundation, that's still a crazy high market cap for a network that just launched. However, that signals good things. We'll have to keep an eye on the price from here on out. Right now, the Songbird network has switched over to the state connector testing phase, where the F assets will be tested by the Flare Networks team. After the F asset system and contracts have been tested and validated on the Songbird network, we will go to unrestricted mode, in which case it'll be fair game. There will be no more messing around. We'll have full functionality of the Songbird network. One thing I would like to bring up is just the fact that as of now, Bitrue is the only place you can purchase the Songbird token, and you can deposit your tokens from an external wallet to Bitrue, but you cannot withdraw from Bitrue once you've bought those tokens. This means that even if you purchase Songbird tokens, until Bitrue gets their delegation service up and running, you won't be able to withdraw those to, say, the Bifrost wallet or Decent wallet in order to begin delegating your votes. To put it in perspective between the differences between Songbird and Flare when that launches compared to Ethereum, I'd like to highlight the transaction where somebody transferred $100,000. As you can see here, tokens transferred, we'll highlight that. They transferred 100,000 USDT or Tether. Going down to the transaction fee, we can see they paid a 7,676 ETH transaction fee, totaling about $22,631,517. Again, that's over $22.5 million to send $100,000 of USD Tether. Let's compare that $22.5 million fee with a Songbird fee. Clicking on the first transaction that we see here. As you can see, we've got the transaction hash, yada, yada, yada. Well, looking here, we're looking at a 0.1 and some change Songbird fee. Now that was a contract call. Let's check an actual transaction. So we select a transaction if we can get to it before it goes. So we have a value of 219 Songbird transferred between these two addresses with a transaction fee of 0.004725 Songbird. Pulling up our handy dandy calculator, let's do a little bit of math here. So we've got we'll say 33 cents, was it? 29 cents Songbird, right? 29 cents Songbird. So we got a 29 cent Songbird, and we multiply that by our transaction fee of 0.004725 for a whopping 1/10 of a penny. 1/10 of a penny versus $22.6 million. I think it says it all right there. So going back to how you can actually earn passive income with the Songbird network. Well, it starts with currently you can delegate your votes to a signal provider. The signal provider then takes these votes and submits price feeds, as you can see on the bottom right-hand side of the flaremetrics.io website. The signal providers that get the prices closest to what they actually are going to be selected then get a Songbird reward or rewards for providing these price feeds. Those signal providers then take a fee, as you can see on the left-hand side at the bottom here. The fee for these signal providers is about 20%. So the signal providers take a 20% fee as of now of the Songbird rewards if they're selected for their price feed. They take 20% of those rewards and then redistribute those rewards to those of us who have delegated the Songbird vote. Clicking on the actual FTSO signal provider list, we can also see not only their fee rate, but their rewards rate. And right now, it looks like AFTSO is at the top of the pack with 2.183 reward rate. As you can see, this 2.183 reward rate is the reward per 100 Songbird for the first reward epoch or time frame. So what does that mean? That means for every 100 Songbird, anybody that put in their vote with AFTSO is earning 2.183 rewards or Songbird per 100 votes delegated to that signal provider. So you might be asking yourself, well, what does that mean? What is an epoch? So an epoch is a period of time, in this instance, 1 week. Meaning, as of right now, anybody that has delegated their votes to AFTSO are earning 2.183 Songbird for every 100 Songbird votes delegated to them. That's about a 2%, 2.1, almost 2.2% return per week. Granted, these reward rates are going to change based on over time, based on the success rate of the signal provider, the number of people that are that have delegated their votes to the signal provider, and other factors like that. So how else can we earn rewards in the Songbird network? Well, introduce Flare Finance launching their ExFi platform on the Songbird network. Remember, the Songbird network is a test bed that holds value, so it's not a test net, but we'll call it a test bed, where developers can test their applications with value prior to launching on the main net. After zooming in a little bit, I just want to read a couple snippets on how we can use Flare Finance's ExFi platform once it launches on the Songbird network to earn rewards. Flare Finance will be launching an ExFi platform on the Songbird network. It will include Flare X, the exchange, the DEX, Flare Farm, yield farming, and Flare Loans, collateralized loans. It will not include governance until main network launch, at which point holders of Songbird and Spark will receive both S-Flare and D-Flare on each respective network. You will be able to participate and earn a bit of D-Flare for using the ExFi platform leading up to the launch of the main network platform. I want to reiterate that we are going to be able to earn D-Flare, which we will then switch for Y-Flare, a main network token, by participating in this Canary network. Scrolling down a little bit farther, just want to highlight the D-Flare rewards allocations. Remember, this is a main network reward that we are being incentivized with in order to participate on the Canary network, Songbird. To reward participation in the ExFi instance of the Flare Finance ecosystem, 1 million Y-Flare will be repurposed from the Foundation Reserve Pool of 20 million Y-Flare. This 1 million Y-Flare will be distributed as follows: 650,000 DFlare will be allocated to yield farming participants who stake in the Songbird Canary Dollar, that's the stablecoin on the Songbird network for Flare Finance, and DFlare farming pools. Distribution will be rapid over 63 days and will allow for consistent testing of the yield farming protocol during this time. That's one of the reasons we're being incentivized with this DFlare in order to participate and test and stress the application. 350,000 DFlare will be allocated to stablecoin and loan participants who mint Canary Dollars, the stablecoin, and stake it in the stabilization pools on Flare loans. Distribution will also be rapid over 63 days and will allow for consistent testing of the stablecoin and loan protocols during this time. Again, Flare Finance is allowing us to earn a main network token by participating in this Canary network and by straining and testing their systems. So that's a couple ways that we're going to be able to earn on the Songbird network. Currently, we can delegate our votes to signal providers in order to earn Songbird rewards. Additionally, we are going to be able to participate in the Flare Finance ExFi, that's experimental finance, platform in order to earn DFlare, which will then be converted into YFlare on the main network. That about wraps it up for this video. Remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. We'll catch you next time on DeFi Tactics.